Where Ray wants people to shake hands and say hi to one another. Doesn't he know that it's early Sunday morning? I mean, I'm barely alive, let alone able to speak. Okay, here it goes. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I survived. Okay, let's look at the program. What's coming up? Let's see. Message, and then tithes and offerings. Oh no, the dreaded tithes and offerings. What am I going to do? All right, now, don't panic. Let's just think this thing through, and we'll get through it, okay? Okay. Now, assess the problem. Think. Okay, the basket comes around, and what? I feel guilty. Do I tithe? Do I not tithe? Tithe. I mean, what does that word really mean? It's kind of hard to pronounce. Tithe. Sounds like tie with a lisp. Hey, tithe that man up. After 1 quarter, the game is tied. Yeah, kind of hard to do something that sounds so weird. And what's the tithe anyway? Something like 10%, I think? 10%? 10% of what? I mean, 10% of my salary, obviously, but is that gross or net? Well, it can't be gross, because gross also means disgusting, and God wouldn't want me to tithe something disgusting. I mean, He made the word gross for a reason. And even if the word has 2 meanings, I don't think it should be used in tithing. No, that just wouldn't be right. Maybe He wants 10% of my net earnings. Yeah. I mean, He must want me to pay the government first. I mean, if I don't pay the government first, I can go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. I mean, weren't the disciples fishermen or something? Yeah. They use nets, right? Doesn't God want me to be a fisher of men? So my tithe should be net, so I can catch stuff. Yeah, okay. I think that's so. Now, what is technically my net? I mean, God doesn't want me to starve, right? Not much good to Him if I'm starving to death. Let's see. Okay, take my net and subtract groceries. Okay, now I've got to pay the mortgage. I mean, I can't sleep outside and freeze to death. How will I do God's will if I'm dead? Alright, subtract the mortgage. Now I've got to drive the car so I can get to church, so I can tithe. So let's subtract that payment. What about my cable bill? I mean, how am I going to watch those preacher guys if they shut off my cable? Speaking of, what time is that Virginia game on? Is it 1 or 4? I can never get these things right. I don't know. The Who's haven't looked that good lately. I guess they looked pretty good the last game. Oh, okay, anyway. Let's make a few more subtractions here of the things that I know God will want me to make. Alright, here we go. $64.89. That's a weird number. Not very round. I mean, it should be round, right? Like the earth that God made. So let's round it off to what? I mean, what's the rule on rounding? Do you round up all the time? I think you only round up in school. This is church. I mean, in church you round down, like you're kneeling or something. Yeah, okay, round down. That brings it to $60. $60. It's got a 6 in it. God doesn't like those 6s. Could you imagine if I had to tithe $6.66? No way. Got to get rid of that 6. So let's cut it in half. Let's see, that would be $30. 30 sounds okay, I guess. Except it rhymes with dirty. I mean, it would be like giving God dirty money. Like I'm some sort of drug dealer or something. No way. I'm not going to do that to God. So what's a good number? Well, let's make it like 20. Uh-oh. Here he comes. Is 20 right? I mean, I don't know. Didn't I give like $40 last week? Didn't I reach my quota? I mean, wait. I'm doing a refund or something, right? Okay. Yes. Okay, multiply that and divide and carry it over.